Flanked by party leaders and a number of ministers who defected from the government side, opposition leader Belden Namah expressed a note of adherence to the rule of law whilst awaiting the decision by the courts.
Appeal to the Prime Minister, the Honourable James Marape, is that we got to respect the constitution of our country. And if the grace period is up and majority of the people do not have the faith in your leadership, which has been demonstrated by the ministers resigning, I think it's the honourable thing to do is you mobilize your numbers, we mobilize our numbers, and we go as per that date for us to elect a new Prime Minister of our country.
All the while holding up a signed joint signatory sheet signed by ministers who defected from the government. From those that defected and were decommissioned, 3 remained as ministers. However, National Alliance Party leader Patrick Pruich officially announced his resignation as Minister for Foreign Affairs in Marape's cabinet. He expressed his thoughts today also in the conference.
Opportunity to thank the Prime Minister for having that confidence in the appointment of the Foreign Minister. However, I can't continue to serve him because his views of running the country is different from mine. How he managed the economy is totally the opposite of my thinking. And the recent event in terms of him handling resource projects are becoming too concerning for our economy. And that's why I've decided to resign.
Other members pledging their commitment towards the cause, highlighting similar disappointing sentiments and why they chose to defect. Additionally, calling on the government to stop using COVID-19 and legacy issues of past governments as the reason why the country's economy is not picking up.
We are confident that we can turn this country around quickly. A country that is drowning in debt, that is driving away foreign investment, jobs are being lost, SMEs are closing down, people are going back to the village, law and order issues are escalating. And you cannot continue to use the excuse of COVID. You cannot continue to blame former governments over and over. You have made very, very high slogans and statements, and unfortunately, they have rung hollow. There's nothing actually happening. We are going backwards, we are not going forwards.
Economic independence, that is not there. All governors also know that the new mining and resource laws, even though it's framed and talked about in terms of taking back PNG and giving it to the landowners, the resource owners, and the provincial governments and the LFGs, there is an absence of it in the current organic law that is now put on the floor of Parliament against advice and against strong pressure from people like myself.
Annette Kora, National EMTV News, Vanimo.